welcome to the 11th anniversary celebration of Cash Explosion. And now, here are your hosts, Sharon Bicknell and Paul Tuple.
Good evening, everybody.
And welcome to Cash Explosion Double Play.
And welcome to the beginning of Cash Explosion's 11th year in production. Isn't that
It's hard to
something?
believe it's been 11 years.
It sure is. And, you know, in those years, we have chalked up quite a list of winners on our show. And since Cash Explosion debuted back in 1987, we have received over 1 million entry tickets and introduced over 4,500 contestants.
I wonder I have a sore throat.
No kidding.
Anyway, not to mention the over $75 million in cash and prizes that we've given away.
75 million, yikes. You know, and speaking of millions, tonight's Super Lotto jackpot, you're not going to believe this, it's a whopping $30 million.
Wow, that's huge. So good luck to all of our Super Lotto players out there.
No kidding. And you know, Paul, I think 11 years has just really passed by fast.
Yes, it has, Sharon. And why don't we take a look at a little video montage of our past Cash Explosion anniversaries?
Yeah, it's great to say that.
In the next half hour, we'll present the daily 3-digit drawing and the weekly lotto draw, in addition to introducing our first 7 finalists in the new $50,000 Cash Explosion game show. So stay tuned.
Thank you. Good evening and welcome to Cash Explosion Double Play and to the beginning of our 4th year on the air.
And wouldn't it be a great start of our 4th year, Sharon, if our returning champ, Sandy Burkhart, became our 10th $200,000 winner? Right. I thought they might react that way. So without further ado...
Good evening and welcome to our special anniversary edition of Cash Explosion. And tonight we celebrate the beginning of our 6th year on the air. You know, Sharon has been hosting Cash Explosion since day one, and I don't think she's ever taken a vacation. And as a token of our appreciation, we'd like to present you with these flowers, Sharon. How about that? Little surprise for her. Welcome to a special anniversary edition of Cash Explosion Double Play. Tonight begins Cash Explosion's 7th year on the air, and the Ohio Lottery is celebrating in style.
That's right, Paul. If you missed our previous half hour, we'd like to introduce you to the new and improved Cash Explosion show, complete with a new set, a new championship game, and...
Welcome to Cash Explosion. And now, Sharon Bicknell and Paul Tuple.
Good evening, everybody. I'm Sharon Bicknell.
And I'm Paul Tuple. Welcome to the 8th anniversary of Cash Explosion Double
you
Play.
believe that? Well, that's good.
This show is just full of surprises, ladies and gentlemen, and we're... Hey, they said it was going to be balloons.
Oh, lottery itself, thank you. We look forward to a great 10th year. Let me cut the cake now, okay?
Thanks to all of you at home. I'm Paul.
Where do I start now?
Sharon Bicknell, and we'll see you next
All right. Come on over here. Oh, gee, I don't know if we're going to do this right. I don't want the cake.
Happy anniversary.
Yeah, look at this. Brand new logos,
Terrific,
new
huh?
set pieces.
Yep, new logos on our podiums and everything.
10 years. I can't believe it.
Just like that.
We've got a lot of surprises planned for tonight. It's amazing how many bad hair days you can have in 11 years, huh?
You shouldn't have done
No,
that.
I meant me, okay?
Yeah, right. Yeah, well, the show's changed a lot over the years, and luckily so has my hair.
Yeah, and I believe we have a few more to add this year, like new logos on the floor and over on our podiums, and we're also introducing new contestant total displays that will allow everyone a better view of the players' totals.
Right, and you know, while our anniversaries are usually filled with only happy occasions, this anniversary, we kind of have a bittersweet thing to announce here. Cash Explosion's director, Mike Vendelin, who's been with the show since it started, is still going to be working at the TV station, but he's no longer going to be directing our show. And there, see a nice before and after picture, too.
We'd like to thank Mike for his many years of great work and wish him the very best in all his future endeavors.
Good luck to you, Mike, and also good luck to our 8 new contestants for tonight who are standing by waiting to get started. So, Mr. Johnny Douglas, will you introduce our first 4, please?
Well, certainly, Sharon. Our first player comes to us from Yorksville, and it's also where Louis Aldergate came up a winner at the shortstop. This retired supervisor enjoys woodcrafts and spending time at his cabin. Player number 2 is an assistant activity director who loves her grandkids and working with the elderly. Columbus resident Donna Doyle discovered lottery luck at Clark Oil in her hometown. Our third player is a third-generation painter and a former arm wrestler. Say hello to Tom Miller, who struck lottery luck at the Friendly Mart in his home of Roseville. Player number 4 scratched lottery luck at Rogers Deli in Dan Weaver's home of Greenville on his 24th entry ticket. This machine shop polisher spends his free time fishing and making wax sculptures.
All right, thanks, John. Let's get started in our first semifinal game. Hidden somewhere on the board are 2 double cards and a bonus square. So let's get going and find our first finalist. And let's meet player number 1, who is Louis Aldergate from Yerkesville. Welcome, Louis. Here we go across the top of the board, 2. And the D column, select.
L.
And the L for Louis would be $2,100. Here's Donna Doyle now from Columbus, player 2. And Donna, the L column, and select.
L.
And the L for
Please.
Donna. $2,900. And here's Tom Miller from Rosewood, player 3. And Tom, the B column, and select, please.
Give me the Y.
And the Y for Tom. $2,500. And here's Dan Wheeler from Greenville, player 4. And Dan, where to? The E column, and choose a letter.
The A.
And the A for Dan. $2,800. That'll end the first turn. Donna with the lead with $2,900 and Dan with $2,800. Tom with $2,500. Back to Louis with $2,100. I understand you won $5,000. Excuse me, Louis. Before we start that turn, I want to talk to you just a tad.
Okay,
let
her
won
rip.
$5,000 on the kicker?
Yes.
Is that right?
Uh-huh.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Any wishes to send out there?
Well, yes, I would like to send a hello to my favorite granddaughter, Sabrina, and grandson, Louis, who was born on my birthday, and my sister and what's his name, her husband, and the people at 582, 424, and VFW in Midville. Hello to everyone down there.
Okay, Louis. They know who they are.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go around again. Double cards, the bonus square. It's up there, and where do you land this time? Whenever you're ready, Louis, there, the O column, select.
Let me try A, please.
And the A for Louis. $2,600. And here's Donna Doyle from Columbus, who's standing in for her daughter. So, Donna, you better introduce them.
Well, I'd like to say a happy birthday to my daughter in the audience and my husband, Larry. And we have a 45th anniversary next Saturday. And I'd like to say hello to all the residents and friends at Good Shepherd and all of my friends at St. Tim's.
That's right. Don't worry, Larry. Don is paying for that dinner now, okay? Let's go around again. And this time, where do you land? Whenever you're ready, Donna. Yeah, the U column and select.
L, please.
And the L for Donna. $1,200. And here's Tom Miller from Rosewood. So, Tom, you're a former arm wrestler?
Yeah, I used to arm wrestle when I was a little younger.
Now, all you have to do is wrestle with what you're going to do with all that money, right?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
All right, some hellos to send out there.
Yeah, I'd just like to say thank my wife and the audience for riding up with me. And there's so many out there to say hi to. I would like to say hi to I did have 4 grandsons when I came up here. I got another one while I was up here. Born this morning. And
congratulations. All right, Tom, you ready to go?
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right, because there's double cards and a bonus square up there. And the O column, select.
I'll take the L.
And the L for Tom. $3,000. And here's Dan Wheeler from Greenville, player 4. Dan, before you hit that red button, I know you have a birthday wish to send out, so the stage is yours.
I want to say happy birthday to my mother. Next week is Valentine's Day. And hi to my sister and her 2 kids in the audience and all my kids and my friends there at Whirlpool in Greenville on second shift.
All right, Dan, second turn. Somebody's got to find a double card of the bonus square, the L column, and select.
The A, please.
And let's see if it's Dan. Behind it, $2,400. That on the second turn. Tom with the lead with $5,500 and Dan with $5,200. Louis with $4,700. Back to Donna with $4,100. Donna, your turn, and it's anybody's game now with both doubles and the bonus up there, the D column. Select.
I'll take the P, please.
And the P for Donna. $2,700. So we go to Tom. Tom. And the D column. Select.
Y.
And the Y for Tom. $1,800, so he takes the lead. We go to Dan. Dan, the E column. Select, please.
The L.
And the L for Dan. $2,200, so now Dan has lead, and we go to Louis for the last play of the game. And where to? The E column. 2 letters left.
Give me the Y, please.
And the Y for Louis. $3,200. And at the bell, that'll make Louis Aldergate from Yorksville our winner with $7,900. Let's see how everybody did. Donna, $6,800 is yours and our thanks. We go down the line to Tom with $7,300 and Dan with $7,400. And Louis, you won it on that last turn, $7,900. Let's double your money and make it $15,800.
All right, nice show.
Now let me go over the board and find out where everything was hiding this time around. One double behind the BL, the other behind the UP, and the bonus down there behind the UI. Okay, we'll be right back after pick 3 and pick 4 drawing, so stay tuned.
Tonight's Lottery Retailer of the Week is from Olmsted Township. Congratulations to Fred Shaker, owner of Shaker's IGA Supercenter on Bagley Road. Now, back to more Cash Explosion 11th anniversary with Paul and Sharon.
Thank you, Johnny. And don't forget to get out to an Ohio Lottery retailer near you and play Buckeye 5, and you just might find yourself $100,000 richer.
Speaking of that, Paul, did you know that there were 13 $100,000 winners in January for a total of $1.3 million? Wow. So we're not kidding. Get out there and play Buckeye 5, and you could be a winner, too.
You know, in 11 years, the audience has never done the wave. Have you noticed this?
No, that's true.
But
that's
you
true.
have over the last 11 years. You know, when you get them to wave into the camera, when you run over there by to the side of the board like this.
No!
Hurry, Sharon!
No! This is awful!
Run! Oh, boy. Hey, you better fix that. No. She's coming apart at the seams, folks. Well, it's amazing what happens to this woman after a cup of coffee and a candy bar. Talk about hyper. Whoa. Oh, she's had enough now. See ya. Yeah, I knew she wasn't ready for that. Listen, we have 4 more contestants eager to get to their semifinal game and get it started. So, Mr. Johnny Douglas, would tell us about them, please.
I'd be happy to, Paul. Dayton resident Charlie Ivory Jr. is a retired bricklayer who now spends his free time fishing and reading mysteries. Player number 1 struck lottery luck at the G&G Carryout in his hometown. Our second player comes to us from Canton, and it's also where Coquette Masters came up a winner at the In-N-Out. This manager enjoys gardening and riding her motorcycle. Louisville resident Joe Clemens discovered his 3rd Cash Explosion ticket at Hills and Dale, Shell, and Canton. Player number 3 works as a certified public accountant whose interests include woodworking and gardening. Our final player crossed state lines into Gallipolis to buy his entry ticket at Super America. Mike Burnett is a heating and air conditioning installer who enjoys NASCAR and drag racing and comes to us from Point Pleasant, West Virginia.
Thanks, John. We've reset the board. Once again, we have 2 double cards and a bonus square, so let's get going and find tonight's second finalist. Player 1 is Charlie Ivory from Dayton. And Charlie, let's go. First turn for you. And the E column, select.
The P, please.
And the P for Charlie. Let's see. $3,000. And here's Coquette Masters from Canton, player 2. Coquette, the E column for you, and select, please.
The A.
And the A for Coquette. $2,000. And here's Joe Clemens from Louisville, player 3. And Joe, the B column, select, please.
I'll take the P, Paul.
And the P for Joe. $1,200. And here's Mike Burnett from Point Pleasant, West Virginia. And the L column, Mike, a letter now.
L.
And the L for Mike. $1,000. Settle in the first turn. Charlie with the lead with $3,000. Then Coquette with $2,000. Joe with $1,200. Back to Mike with $1,000. Mike, a birthday wish to send out there, so go right ahead.
I'd like to wish my son Matthew a happy 13th birthday today.
All right, Mike.
I'd like to say hello to my family and friends back home.
All right. And that's it? All right, let's go around again. Welcome to Ohio, Mike. Glad to have you here. And the O column, select.
I'll take the A.
And the A for Mike. $3,100 when we meet Charlie Ivory Jr. from Dayton. And you have a special occasion coming up for you and your grandson. A birthday, right?
Yeah, my birthday on the 17th of February.
Both of you, is that right? Some hellos to send out there, Charlie.
I'll say hello to my wife, my daughter, and the audience, and all the folks and friends back home, and old Joe.
All right, Charlie. Second turn for you now. Double cards, bonus square, all up there. And the L column, select.
The P.
And the P for Charlie. $2,600. And here's Coquette Masters from Canton. You have 11-year-old twins, right?
Yes.
And who else you want to say hi to, Coquette?
My fiance and his kids in the audience, and my friends at Majori's and my friends at Smitty's. Hi, Kathy.
Okay, Coquette, second turn for you. Somebody's got to find a double card tonight. The D column, select.
P.
And the P for Coquette. $2,100. And here's Joe Clemens from Louisville. And you have your son and daughter in the audience, who I understand are athletes, cheerleader. Want to say hi to them, Joe?
Yeah, I'd like to say hi to my family in the audience, plus my mom and dad and friends and family in Louisville, my friends at the Eagles, all the students and teachers at St. Louis Grade School, and Mark and Jill.
All right, Joe. While your daughter leads the cheers here, it's your second turn. And the U column, select.
I'll take P, Paul.
And the P for Joe. $2,300, ending the second turn. Charlie with the lead with $5,600. Coquette and Mike both with $4,100, and Joe with $3,500. Joe, you'll start the last turn for our players. Again, the O column, and select.
I'll take the P.
And the P for Joe. $1,800. We move to Mike. It's a tight race, Mike. Let's see what you can do here. And the E column, 2 letters left.
I'll take the L.
And the L for Mike. $2,400. So now Mike has the lead as we go to Charlie. And Charlie, the L column, 2 letters there.
I'll take the Y, please.
The Y on the Y for Charlie. $3,200. So now Charlie has the lead. Coquette, it's all up to you. And the E column, where the Y is left, let's take a look together and see. $1,400, that's the bell, and our winner with $8,800 is Charlie Ivory Jr. from Dayton. Congratulations. Everybody did very well. Joe, $5,300 for you. Coquette, $5,500 is yours, and Mike, $6,500, your winnings. Now, Charlie, $8,800 is yours, but let's double it, make it $17,600. Now let me go to the board and find out where things were hiding again. The bonus behind the LA, 1 double behind the UL, the other double behind the UY. And we'll be back to see which of our semifinal game winners can win $50,000 in Cash Explosion Championship Match 3 game right after these words, so stay tuned. Welcome back. Now it's time for Cash Explosion Championship Match 3 game, and now Sharon will open our vault, where tonight's finalists have their name hidden in 3 places behind our 6 squares. The name that appears 3 times first is the name of tonight's winner. Last week, George Keim of Toledo became our 40th $200,000 grand prize winner, so this week we begin our search for a new champion. And competing for that title, well, first we have Charlie Ivory Jr. from Dayton with $17,600. Who's going head-to-head with Louis Aldergate from Uricksville with $15,800? Tell you what, Louis, you have the first pick, so go right ahead.
How about a 3?
All right, and who's behind that 3? It is Louis who's on the board first. And so the next play comes to you, Charlie. Charlie, select.
1.
And who's behind the 1? It's Louis who's behind there. We end round 1, and we start round 2 with Charlie. Charlie, select.
4.
And behind the 4. It is Charlie who has himself on the board, and now we go back to Louis. Louis, you find your name, you win $50,000. Select.
How about number 2?
Number 2. Can he do it? Let's see. Charlie's on the board twice. That'll end round 2, and we'll start round 3 with Louis. Louis, your selection for the win. Let's see. Go ahead, Louis.
Number 5.
Number 5. Who's going to be our new champ? It is Louis who wins the $50,000 and becomes our new champion. Louis, come on over here by me, friend. Come on over so your family can give you a great big hug. He'll be back next week to play for $100,000 in our championship game. Let's show everybody at home where those other names are hiding. And you make sure you stay tuned for the Super Lotto and Kicker drawing coming up next. Welcome back. Joining us now is Executive Director of the Ohio Lottery, Bill Howell. Welcome, Bill.
Well, thank you. I'd just like to take a moment on behalf of everybody at the Ohio Lottery to thank all of you folks that are involved in the Cash Explosion Show for another wonderful year that we've had here. It's been quite a success. Sharon, Paul, thank you. Marcus Advertising. It's your original idea. It's been a great show. But most of all, thank you, our customers, and the people out there that are buying our tickets and watching the show. You're the ones that make us come back every week. Thank you. Okay, Louis. On behalf of Governor George Voinovich and all the employees and agents of the Ohio Lottery, congratulations. You won $50,000 that you and your family are going to take back to Urichville. And I hope you'll be able to come back next week, maybe. You think so, to try and win $100,000?
I'll make her.
We'll make it hard. All right, Louie. Now here's Johnny Douglas to tell us who'll be here next week. John.
All righty, Paul. These are the players for our February 14th show, and they are Carolyn Wagner of Canton, Tom Pullum of Belleville, Michael Schaefer of Massillon, Matt McAdams of Mount Healthy, Naomi Parks of Whitehall, Charles Raitt of Lemoyne, Josephine Smith of Cleveland, and Don Hoffmaster of Latonia.
Thank you, Johnny. To get here in our 11th year, you got to get out there and get yourself a current Cash Explosion ticket. Scratch it off. Look for that word entry on there 3 times. Send it in to the address on the back of the ticket. Then we'll put it in this drum, and we refill that every week. And if we draw your name, you are a contestant right here on our show.
All right, now let's go into the drum. We'll see you be joining us for our show on February 21st. And player number 1 will be, all right, it's Perry Brinson from Cleveland. Player 2, Linda Border from Oberts, Ohio. Player 3, Gene Sheets from Chillicothe. Player 4 is Earl Durst from Shawnee. Player number 5 is Dick Waltz from Madison. Player number 6 is Bonnie Bunn from Troy. Okay, number 7 is Barbara Corba from Bannock, Ohio. And finally, player number 8 is Denny Gatchell from Ravenna.
And while Paul and I are going to go over there and get ourselves some anniversary cake, let's take a look at some of the folks who make this show happen every week. Good night, everybody.
Bye-bye.
This is your announcer, Johnny Douglas, saying happy 11th anniversary Cash Explosion. And remember, please play all Ohio Lottery games responsibly.